Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's briefing on the thrilling historical second patrol of U-48 on September 15, 1939. Join us as we dive deep into the depths of the Atlantic aboard this legendary submarine for a captivating journey through time.
Good morning, guys. Almost afternoon. Now, it is September 15th, 1939. It is the second patrol we have been on, and we have been doing extremely well. I did the first patrol of this new series off screen because I did not want you guys to have to watch the first episode again. So we are starting on the second patrol, okay? Now, while I was off screen, I discovered some things that I wish I would have known earlier, and I'm going to zoom into the interior of the ship to show you these things that I discovered while I was playing off screen. Now, you'll see that these lights here are the normal lights, okay? This is typical lighting for the ship. Now, if I click on Klaus, okay, and I tell him to switch to the red light, I'm gonna explain to you what each light is for. The red light is so that your crew can adjust to nighttime, okay? Now, if I click, I'm gonna show you something. How he says that in a normal voice with the red light on. Now let's just say I switch it to the blue light and I do that same thing. Now look, see how he says it quieter? It's because the blue light is rigging for silent running. I typically run the blue light almost all the time. I don't switch it off. And that is because when we go under for silent running to do a stealth attack, it is much easier for the hydrophone to pick things up because you're turning off everything that makes noise except for what is required to make noise to run the ship, okay? So I almost use the blue light 24/7, no matter what the situation is. Also discovered that we were not, let me show you guys this, we were not using the full capacity of the engine, and that's why we were having trouble intercepting on the previous episodes. We are not going to have that problem anymore, because let me show you guys something. So if I click on Webster here and I take all his sailors off of him, okay, but then I add the sailors back, you'll notice that it increases our fuel range, but it also increases speed in which the ship can run, okay? And we still have 90%, 99% of our fuel, okay? And we have been running at half speed the entire game, almost. Standard speed. I'm going to time compress this so that we can get up there faster. Now, I'm gonna have my hydrophone guy go to sleep because we're gonna need him later on. Probably once we get up to here, I'll submerge the boat here. Okay, you need to get up. Check that for me. Receive report.
Es wurde von einem verbündeten Boot ein mögliches Ziel in unserer Nähe gemeldet.
Okay. Now, that being said, let's bring up the map here and see what we got going on here.
Auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
This all head full. I'm not gonna use the flank because I don't want to use that much gas. But with that being said, I'm gonna go down to periscope death at this point. You'll notice that now that I have people working on the engines and whatnot, it's not going to decrease the throttle capacity. It'll stay at full throttle. But I'll tell you what, guys, I wish I figured this out earlier. No doubt, no question. Because we would have had a more successful stream when I did it last time if I would have known these nice little tricks. Now look at this, guys. Typically when you're on a battery engine without the officer carrying this many sailors to increase the efficiency, it basically brings you down to half automatically. You can't access these other two. With him with the two sailors added to him, it allows us to access the full capacity of the engines. That's what's about that. For the time being, I'm gonna put myself to sleep here so he can rest.
Torpedorohr 3 gewartet. Torpedorohr 4 gewartet. Torpedo 5 gewartet.
It also makes the battery engine more efficient as well. But you can obviously gain that back. Fuel you can't gain back. But you'll notice that despite all the distance that we covered, it's still 96%.
Schraubengeräusch.
That's what I figured. Okay. Intercept. Okay, you'll see that we're not even having any interception problems because we're not having engine issues. And I wish I figured this out earlier. I really do. But at least we'll have a better series this time. Oh man, it's about 200 miles out. That's crazy. The funny thing is we're not even in the control point at this point. It's literally, we're finding ships outside the patrol point. So this is going to be a extremely successful mission, I would think. I still need to watch the oxygen level though. So I'll be keeping an eye on that because I'm thinking after 200 miles of being under the water, it's gonna be pretty low. One of the first things I'm gonna get once I get my full complement of officers, because we're not quite full, we need a hydrophone guy and that's about it, but we got our engineers that we needed. But once we get the full complement of officers, it's gonna be very, very easily done to stay under the water for longer periods of time, because after we do that, I'm going to start to put reputation points into researching technology, which I know from playing this game for a couple of years, which is kind of why I'm kind of upset with myself. I didn't figure that out yet until now, because I've been playing for years. Once we do that, I'm going to save my reputation points to get the snorkel to hook up onto the ship. That way we only need to turn on the diesel engines at this point to charge the batteries. That's about all. And we would never go above the surface, not once, unless it was to use the deck gun on this ship. You know what?
Peilung 350 Grad.
Yeah, we're still getting ships, picking up ships here. I don't know which one's closer though, actually. I think we'll go to the closer one if we can. Yeah, that one's only 26 miles, so let's go get that one. All head flank for the time being because I don't want to be low on oxygen by the time we get up there. That's a lot better than 200 miles, I would say. But because it's only 20 miles out, I do want to get there as fast as possible. So that's why we're going at all head flank right now. Now, when this guy goes to sleep, what's going to happen is he's going to leave this station and we're going to drop down to half speed. Okay? That's why I have multiple engineers here. Okay? Because the plan is when this guy goes to sleep, this guy is going to work. Okay? We're going to swap these two guys out intermittently. And then once we get our extra hydrophone worker, what we're going to do is when this guy sleeps, the other guy's going to work. And it's going to be a revolving thing so we don't have to stop. You know what though? I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to surface it here. Well, maybe not surface, but I'm going to go deck awash and then they'll get their oxygen level back. And then I'll go back under. Here we go. See how that works? And then go back under. Really easy. It's a simple way to fill your oxygen levels back up. You're not going to get the full amount, but it will keep you guys from actually suffocating, and you don't have to blow the tanks. That's the other thing about that too. It's a nice little trick when you're pursuing a target. I think I am going to surface though. Not that we need to, but I want to make sure that my battery is full up before we get to that point. So I'm going to surface completely, charge the batteries up, and for the time being, with that being said, I'm going to go with full ahead so we're not burning fuel up as bad. I'm going to get the compressor going here. We need to get the pump going so we can pump all the water out. Okay, so the pump's pumping the water out, and it looks to be about done with that. I'm going to turn on my compressor because we're going to need that later. I'm gonna speed the ship up a tiny bit more. That's gonna make us burn fuel even more, but I don't want to lose that interception is what I don't want to do. You know, the other reason I'm doing this is because launching torpedo takes air reserves. And so I want to make sure that our air capacity is at full before we intercept so that we don't have to worry about nothing. We're actually losing battery as of right now because we're using the battery compressor. But once that gets to 100, it'll start to charge the batteries again. We're about 12 miles out, and I think about 3 or 4 miles out from the interception point, I will go back under. Here we go. That should be about done. Here we go. Now we're charging batteries. It should be. No, now we're charging batteries. Okay. It's a little bit frustrating. What percent are we at for that? Yeah, when we get close to the interception point, I will go back under and see if we can't find it. We should have enough battery to last us, but I just want to get it as high as we can to make it safe here. So about 2 miles out, I'll go back under and we'll shoot this ship down. 3 miles is fine. Let's go back under. I'll get my hydrophone person. I'm kind of glad we got the extra engineer here because that's gonna really help us because we'll be able to do this without slowing down, not even once. Okay, we're going back under. And he should pick that up easy. Just for the time being, I'm gonna slow down to dead slow just so he can have an easier time picking it up. And then, yeah, okay. And then what we'll do is intercept. Right now, interception is not possible. Okay. Now, interception is possible. So we essentially have to go full speed here to get this guy. Unfortunately, at this point, it's about... Is this guy closer? It would seem that he is. So let's go with that. Yeah, we're only about 4 miles out from him. Get a nice little view of what this looks like under the water. Yeah, it's pretty deep here. In some cases around the British Isles, it is so shallow you can see the bottom. Even at periscope depth, you can see the bottom. I'm gonna compress this a little bit more so we can get there faster. We are close, okay. And noticed. Naturally, if this is a transport like a merchant ship, I'm going to laugh because this is going to be the easiest and quickest interception we have ever done on the channel. Okay. Out. So what I'm gonna do now, okay, yeah, they have a visual of it, so we need to switch gears a little bit. I'm gonna take myself and go to the attack periscope. Here we go. And Hoffman is on the TVC. All right, I'm on the periscope, so all that's left is to kill this thing. It is a merchant ship. It is a merchant ship. The question is it British merchant ship or is it a neutral ship? It could be a British merchant ship and still appear to be a neutral ship because sometimes they like to smuggle stuff in, but we will see what this thing is. I think, oh, it is a British one. Okay, so let's do this. So we can switch up the attack angle here. Actually, I think I can stop it and get him still. Alright, so we got a 76% chance that we're gonna hit this. And I'm not gonna time compress it anymore because I don't want him flying by. But I think what I will do is throw this into reverse a little bit. Now let's time compress it a little bit so we can get some more distance on him here. Okay, time to go into the periscope. Oh, that's a nice juicy target right there. That's real nice.
Bewässern.
Kinda got a bad angle for the rest of the torpedoes, but it should work for the
Schraubengeräusch. Handelsschiff. Peilung 125 Grad.
Stern torpedo. I don't know how good that's gonna work, but dude, what in the world? It's not even going like towards the ship. It's just, oh my gosh, where did they get this idea from?
Der Torpedo ist auf halbem Weg.
It's a miss, guys. Are you kidding? Okay, let's try this again. Oh boy, this is interesting. But now is basically guaranteed hit. I think we got a different angle this time. Yeah, I'm gonna give this guy. Okay, let's make sure that they're actually on course. Yes, they are actually on course. Okay, give this guy 2 torpedoes. It should wreck him.
Schraubengeräusch. Handelsschiff. Heilung 95 Grad.
The Empire Falcon.
Kurs setzen.
It's right by him again. What the shit? Let's try intercept. I'm just going to basically just wait until we get the right goal. Okay, let's try this one more time. It's a little bit irritating, just a little bit here. I'm not gonna waste 2 on that though, because we already fired 3. England bow's not great. That's what the problem is. Okay, so let's hold that for right now.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Alright, and we're just gonna swing back like this. There we go.
Acker voraus.
WWII geladen.
Alright, that should work. That should work. Because now we're gonna straight up intercept them. So that should definitely work. I'm just gotta wait until my ship catches up a little bit so we can have a good shot. I don't want to be too close, but at the same time, we do need to get kinda close there. Alright, let's try this one more time. I'm gonna give this. We already have a torpedo flooded, so let's try this again. Hopefully it works. Let's make sure we're on course here. Yeah, I'm thinking it should hit. No, that's gonna be a miss. Alright, well let's get past it and then we'll try it again. Let's get perfectly lined up with it, actually. Maybe a little ahead of it. That's what the problem is. We're not really in a position to be firing. That's me being stupid.
Torpedorohr 4 gewartet.
It's really just me being dumb. We could just do a deck gun fire and kill him that way. Okay, this one should hit. I mean, there's no caution symbol that it's gonna miss. So, I'm sorry guys, I wasted a bunch of torpedoes, but I guess you live and learn. Whoa, let's check this just to verify my hunch here a little bit. Oh yeah, that's gonna hit dead nuts. Let's get a closer look at this, just so you guys can actually see this go boom. Now, once we do blow this up, I'm gonna surface and charge the batteries for a little bit, because we're like flying. Yeah, you see how like they are whispering everything? It's because they're in silent running. That's what that light does.
30 Sekunden. 20 Sekunden.
20 seconds. How in the crap is it a miss? For real. That is really strange. We're just gonna surface and use the deck gun so we can get a kill in this episode here. Because torpedoes have been interesting as of right now. So we're gonna surface and we're gonna shoot this stupid thing. That's what we're gonna do. From that distance, it's gonna be a little more difficult, but I can't believe I had to resort to this, but it is what it is. You want to contact, make a little money here.
Telegram gesendet.
Okay, I'm just gonna freaking manually control this dude. He is just...
Halbe Fahrt voraus. Maschinen-AK voraus. Eine Panik. Konzentriert euch auf eure Aufgaben.
It's like inverted. The switch that way. Yeah, the inverted walking is interesting. Come on, there we go. Now, this is gonna be real choppy actually. Yeah, to bring up the map here and head straight for it is what I'm gonna have to do.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
We want to go like this so that we go right in the path here.
Kurs setzen.
Rohr 4 geladen.
Okay, alright, that's just about lined up, so let's go back to the deck gun here. Operate the deck gun, please. Alright, transfer 19 rounds. Now, you get on that deck gun, please. Thank you. Alright, now. Ooh, that was a good hit. Good hit again. That was a miss, dang it. Ooh, that's a good one. Good hit again. Doing absolutely good. On deck. Awesome. Now, once I do sink this, guys, I want to end the episode here. Oh, that was a mess. A nice hit there. Nice hit there. And good hits again. It's gonna go down. Keep hitting it like this, it's gonna go down. Good hit again. Awesome. Good hit again. Ship is sinking. Nice, we got him. We got him with the deck gun. Because the torpedoes weren't working too good. Okay, don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.